Hey, what's up everyone? Imagine hopping across the pond. In parts of America, you can stroll into a shiny dispensary, browse edibles like you're picking chocolates, and walk out with legal weed for a chill evening. But here in the UK, it's a doctor's note or nothing. And even then, it feels like jumping through hoops. Why does cannabis hit so different between us and the Yanks? Stick around, because we're diving into that transatlantic gap with stories that'll make you nod and say, that explains it. Welcome back to the Bits 420, your trusty corner for cannabis chats that cut through the noise, education, trends, and real talk on this plant's future. I'm your host, the one who's all about keeping it real, like we're mates sharing insights over a brew. We stand for straight-up facts, helping you navigate the modern cannabis world with confidence, transparency on products, quality checks, and how it's evolving into something safe and smart for everyone. Why unpack this UK versus US divide right now? Well, in 2026, the UK's medical scene is quietly booming. Private prescriptions up, more clinics opening doors. But we're miles behind America's multi-billion-pound juggernaut, with global talks heating up on reform and folks here eyeing United States models for inspiration. Understanding these differences isn't just trivia. It's about empowering you, knowing why our access feels trickier, our products pricier, and how that shapes quality and care. As patients share stories of relief across borders, it's time to connect the dots so you can advocate smarter, choose better, and see the bigger picture. Let's roll through this like a casual catch-up, section by section, with a laugh or two to keep it light. First up, the legal landscape, where the real feels different starts. Over in the US, it's a patchwork quilt of laws. Federally, cannabis is still illegal, stuck on Schedule 1 like it's some hardcore danger. But states, over half have gone rogue, 24 with full recreational adult use, plus medical in most others. Places like California or Colorado, you can buy buds, gummies, vapes at licensed shops, no doctor needed if you're 21 plus. Home growing, allowed in loads of spots, up to 6 plants or so. It's normalized, mate. Billboards, celeb brands, even cannabis tourism. Like popping to Tesco for milk, but with THC. Now, flip to the UK, recreational? Nah, still Class B under that dusty 1971 Misuse of Drugs Act. Possession could mean a slap on the wrist or up to 5 years if it's serious. Growing? Big no-no, up to 14 years. But medical? That's our bright spot since 2018. Specialists can prescribe for things like chronic pain, anxiety, epilepsy, or MS. It's not your GP scribbling it. It's private clinics mostly, because NHS approvals are rare as rocking horse poo. Only a handful for specific stuff like Epidiolex for kids' seizures. For many, it's a lifeline, but the barriers? High. Consults cost £150 to £300, monthly scripts £100 to £200, and you got to prove other treatments failed. No home grow, no casual buys, it's imported, regulated meds only. Let me share a tale to hit home. Picture Alex in London, mid-30s, battling arthritis that's turned daily life into a grind. In the US, say Colorado, he could hit a dispensary, chat with a budtender about strains, grab a balanced edible for pain without the high. Quick, affordable, variety galore. But here, Alex books a video consult at a clinic like Sapphire, shares his history, waits for approval. If greenlit, his oil arrives from Canada or the Netherlands. Lab-tested, precise dosing. Relief comes, but at a price tag that stings, especially with bills piling up. It's stories like Alex's that show the empathy gap. US feels freeing, UK cautious, protecting vulnerable folks, sure, but leaving some behind. Some say US cannabis is Wild West chaos, UK's gold standard safe. Both prioritize quality, but differently. US states mandate testing for potency, contaminants, third-party labs check pesticides, mold, metals. But it varies. California's strict, others laxer. Feds hands-off means no uniform rules, leading to interstate headaches. UK, pharmaceutical grade all the way, GMP standards, MHRA oversight. Every batch has a COA showing exact cannabinoids, terpenes. No surprises, pure as can be. Transparency winning, US with apps tracking strains, UK with patient registries logging outcomes. Think of it like beer. America's got craft breweries everywhere, wild flavors, easy access, but some dodgy homebrews slip through. UK's like a posh pub with select imports, fewer options, higher price, but guaranteed quality. And products? US explodes with variety. Pre-rolls, concentrates, infused sodas, topicals. Edibles capped at 10 milligrams THC per serving in many states to avoid overdoing it. UK sticks to basics: oils, capsules, flowers for vapes, no gummies or chocolates yet, keeping it medical focused. Why? Regulators wary of fun formats blurring lines with recreation, market vibes and consumer care. US, massive, over $30 billion in legal sales last year, projected to hit $50 billion by 2030. Jobs boom, growers, retailers, marketers. Customer care, dispensaries offer loyalty programs, education sessions, bud tenders guide you on effects, dosages, awareness, podcasts, events like Cannabis Cup. But challenges. Federal ban means no banking, high taxes. Oversupply in places like Oregon crashes prices, hurting small ops. UK's market, tiny by comparison, around £300 million, mostly private. Growing though, clinics treated over 100,000 by now, imports from giants like Tilray or Aurora. Care's doctor-led, personalised plans, follow-ups monitoring side effects. But empathy here, costs exclude many low-income folks, pushing some to risky sources. No flashy marketing, it's clinical, focused on evidence. Evolution, from stigma-heavy days to patient stories driving change, forums buzzing with tips on accessing scripts. Old US culture equals prohibition echoes, but now mainstream, celebs like Snoop owning brands. Old UK equals reefer madness fears linger, media hype on skunk psychosis. Studies show cannabis aids pain without opioid addiction risks. UK trials on long COVID, arthritis, US data on veterans PTSD, quality control. US pushing sustainability, organic grows, less water. UK emphasising harm reduction, low THC starts, education on driving bans post-dose. Here's another yarn. Meet Jamie, a US vet in Michigan using medical flower for sleep. Affordable, local dispensary stocks hybrids tailored to needs. Myrcene rich for calm. In the UK equivalent? A patient like him waits months for approval, pays premium for similar import. It tugs at you. Same plant, different worlds. But UK's caution means fewer teen use spikes seen in some US states. Balance is key. So, future outlook? For the US, federal reform whispers. Rescheduling to Schedule 3 could ease taxes, banking. Interstate sales, game changer. More research on minors, driving safety. UK, steady push, Labour's eyeing evidence, petitions for wider NHS access. Domestic grows could slash costs, boost freshness. Imagine UK farmed, eco-friendly strains. Europe influences, Germany's adult use model might inspire. Personalised meds via apps analysing your endocannabinoid system? Coming soon. Globally, it's maturing. Ethical sourcing, diverse products, focus on wellness over hype. The gap narrows as we learn from each other. Safer, smarter cannabis for all. We've crossed the Atlantic on why UK cannabis feels worlds apart from America's. Laws, markets, products, all shaping unique experiences. If this sparked thoughts or cleared fog, smash that like. Comment, what's one US thing you'd love here, or vice versa? Drop your thoughts below. Let's chat. Subscribe to The Bits 420 for more on trends, myths, and the road ahead. Want to dive deeper into today's topic? Got ideas you'd like us to cover next? Or just want to say hi? We'd love to hear from you. Reach out by email or message us on Telegram. All the links are in the description. Stay connected, stay informed, the future's green. Catch you next time. Cheers.